Time. 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 They'll be calling you a radical, so the nuclear energy witches gather for the black masses in Francis. Est-ce que vous parlez Francis, no? I want people to get this. Don't matter if it gets 12 views. Does not matter. It's in the library. Somebody stood up. The fucking imperialist. The tax rate in the United States from 1980 on billionaires, the top 3% populace, has gone from 96% to 3. 96% to 3. Okay? Adversely, in concert, in symphony, imperialism America the debt has gone from $386 billion, 1980, Reagan, the fiscal responsible GOP who's had power for 40 years. The debt's going to cross 30 trillion. It's going to cross 29 trillion today. It'll go over 30 trillion here in the next few days when they pass lowering the tax rate on the billionaires. Again, stay with me. Time. 40 years. 41 years. Stay with me. This is real simple. Time. Consumption in the United States from international goods. Geneva, Switzerland does the data. Who are you? I got kicked out of there, didn't I? Put on a train in the middle of the night and run out. Time. The United States in 1980 was consuming 12% of the world's gross product. 12% of the world's gross product. GWP. We broke the record every single year. Consumption junkies, what's your function? Consumption junkie. I'm the guy that termed the term. In 2011, they're hashing it out. Right after Fukushima happened. They need a sacrificial lamb to raise the debt limit. I used to teach at the #1 school of business in the United States. Yeah. Now we're supply chain from China. We score dead last. I'm not involved with them. Time. We broke the record every year. We're consuming 51% of the world's gross product. We make up less than 4% of the population of the world. Less than 4, we're consuming 51. Time. Weber State, the #1 school of business, economics, and finance, ethics. I talked to Senator Powell yesterday. Her and I had a long conversation. She's the last of the Mohicans. She taught ethics. Time. They switched to supply chain. Boats lined up off the ports. Santa Barbara. It's important because how did the whole Western United States nightmare start? Santa Barbara. Ships lined up. From where? Spain. It becomes as natural as unleashing cattle onto the Santa Barbara landscape. There's zebras there now. There's a nuclear reactor called Diablo Canyon. I'm an anti-imperialist. Always have been. This is imperialism. Time. So the puppets are in France. Biden and crew, why would he take Bummer to cover up a Fukushima? That's why. He earned his freaking. They don't illuminate. Oh, they radiate. Time. Real simple, kids. Let's go to Kevin Blanch's class. I got this year in my class. There's been a lot of people graduate in the last 10 years from this post-ignorance university. Time to get to work, motherfuckers. She told me, I'm so proud of what you've been able to do, Kevin, since you left my class, my program. Thank you. Thank you for that good ethics education that you gave me. Time! Time! Mikado was in that class with me and his sister, the heir to the Japanese royal family. They fled Tokyo on this day. Time! 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 They went to Argentina. They're still there. Time! Radioactive. It's safer to live in Tokyo than it is in Los Angeles. They come out with a new study. Says there's radioisotopes way above the background mean. They're from the fire, the Woolsey fire, revisited from, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. How do you know? How do you know they're not from Fukushima? So you can tell me. It's like I used to argue with the biologist in California when I'm walking, dying of cancer. Time! Time, the water's curse. I says, everybody was arguing me when I first started reporting all the trees were dying. Well, finally they come out and announce it's radiation from the sun. I says, how can you tell radiation from the sun from radiation from Fukushima, plutonium? Livermore, California. The lab in California, in the bay, above the bay. Kamala Harris's mother, the epidemiologist there, died of cancer in 2009. Joe Biden's son dies of depleted uranium, white phosphorus sprayed all over Iraq, the birthplace, where the Tigris meets the Euphrates. Time! Time! The caves where the monks wrote the Bible. Jesus didn't write the Bible. We drone, we bomb with depleted uranium from a nuclear. Which came first, the chicken or the egg in Francis? In Germany, they'll stand right there on the river and say, 999999, no nuclear. Francis on the other side, we, 999. What about all the water boiling? Where are you going to put the waste? I got an idea. The anti-imperialists, Bezos, Gates, Elon Musk. I had 30,000 shares of Tesla when it IPO. I talked to people all over in the Bay, including at Cal Berkeley. The professor called me, he says, I'm begging him, buy Tesla, buy Tesla. Well, how come you're not a gazillionaire? Something happened on the way to that place. They threw a nuclear depleted uranium, white phosphorus, nuclear waste, freaking Fukushima fallout, plutonium flag in my face. Into the bone marrow transplant center on 11/11/11. Time! Time! I've been to the edge. I stood and looked down. I watched a lot of friends. Lost a lot of friends there. Got no time to fuck around. Time! 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 1980. Kids in my class, when I taught at the #1 school of business in the United States, who's now dead last, from first to last, the water's curse. Who built the nuclear industry? Time! Time! Class, international students from all over the world, the best in the world. A public university who's got beats Harvard, beats Trump School Warden every year for 9 years. When I taught there, when I graduated, they took my MBA. They took my grades because they didn't take my grades. They're still there. My transcript's still there. They stripped me like they did Fawn McKay Brody. Then both of us, Weber High, both of us early college students, both of us blackballed. What a feather, what a feather. Time! 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 The water's curse. They gather like witches at black masses in Paris. Madame Curie. Madame Curie was a Fukushima denier. Pierre wasn't. What happened to Pierre? And Madame Curie is not Francis, no? No, she a Ukrainian girl. So was Annika. So was this girl. So was this girl. I met her in the Nevada test site. She was a pole swimmer at Olympic Gardens. She was an anti-nuclear. Time! Time! Let's party like it's 1999. The tax rate in 1999? The last letter recommendation you ever wrote. Time! 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 me, there's a price to pay. I fight back. I'm an anti-imperialist. These are nuclear imperialists. They're from the Ukraine. Chernobyl, back, took down the USSR again. Young people. United States consuming global goods. The Tariff Act. We talked about this before the Bill of Rights. Alexander Hamilton. I'm a direct bloodline of Alexander Hamilton. I'm a direct bloodline of Abraham Lincoln. My favorite line of Abraham Lincoln. Everybody was going to get a free pork job like they do in Utah. Free job that don't know nothing. They get a free government job. Everybody was promised a job. Everybody's promised a job. Abraham Lincoln's president. Mr. Lincoln. What's the matter? What's bothering you? There's too many pigs for the tit. The imperialist. They milk us, they rob us. Time. Where did Spanish flu came from? France? The trenches. Biological weapons they were using? Nuclear reactors built on the Ring of Fire? Tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock. Time! 40 years. 40 years, I don't believe what I just lived. Time. Think it's irony them Braves are in the World Series? They'll probably lose. Maybe not. I don't know. Look what's going on. They thought they won in Atlanta. Everybody thought they won. They pulled off a miracle. If the Braves win, this will be the biggest miracle in baseball history, Ken Burns. Where's Ken Burns on Fukushima? Time! So you're the little lady that started the Civil War. Time. The textile war, they call it in Europe. Molasses wars, sugar wars, textile wars, all funded by the Illuminati. No, they don't illuminate, they radiate. By the imperialists. They're back. Plutonium wars. I bet Madame Curie would rather have her arms back than her 2 Nobel Prizes. Barack Obama, Nobel Prize? Who knew that my greatest attribute, December 2012, was killing people? Oh, he meant it. Time! He lost 12 Senate seats. He lost 13 governorships. He lost 947 key legislators. He lost nearly 100 congressional seats. Say it ain't so, Joe. Tax rate, 1980. 40 short years. The imperialists, they're back. And you're all with it. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. No, he didn't. Went off to Iraq to get a big old freaking sack for Dick Cheney, Halliburton, and friends. Both Colin Powell and Rumsfeld died of the same disease that's in my body. Multiple myeloma. Depleted uranium. Stage the troops at the Polygon. What's that? Spit in your face. Willing to give life. Limb. Tim Shell, thou mayest. East of Eden on Balco. East of Eden on Chemo. Time! Cannery Row on Balco. Time! Ships lined up at the port in Santa Barbara. The Spanish are here. They come to Diablo Canyon. Why they're there threatening the Chumash, the Great Pacific Genocide, an earthquake and tsunami. Let's name it Diablo. Let's build a nuclear reactor there. Let's build one at San Onofre. You know what San Onofre means? The perfect child. Sabio español? Est-ce que vous parlez français? Sprechen Sie Deutsch sehr gut! What about the Queen's fucking English? You need to learn to speak America. America Vespucci never spoke the Queen's English. He spoke Italiano. Brava, magnifico. Huh? Time! Italy says fuck no. Germany says no. Denmark says no. Freaking Norway says no. Sweden on the fence, as they always are. Greece says no. Portugal says no. Spain says no. Poland says maybe. Tsar Putin says yes, yes, yes. His cousin. Look up Tsar Putin. Look up the heir to the Romanov royal family. Look it up. DNA swap. Just Google it. Just Google it. Oh, it's Prince Harry. Firstborn unicorn. Hardcore soft. Last of the Mohicans. The Russian River in California. California, rest in peace. TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. Time! 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 Maybe you get 222. I termed the term internet kettling. Nobody's been internet kettled harder than Kevin Blanch. Nobody. The most important freaking videos ever fucking filmed. Of course they're gonna kettle me. Becomes as natural as occupying a bird refuge in Oregon. Salmon claps, their titles at your feet, Edie. Time! Time again. Real simple, kids. Name the happiest middle class in world history. The strongest socialist country in world history. Along the Silk Road, 1st and 2nd century. Close. Scandinavian countries from 1995 to 2015. Close. The Netherlands. Modern day 2020. Close. There's billboards over there that says the middle class is getting too comfortable. The United States, 1945 to 1979. We are family. What a comeback. 3-1. Beat them Orioles twice. Cigarette smokers. The nuclear industry is Bethlehem Steel. Something happened away to that place. They threw a fucking nuclearism, fucking white phosphorus, depleted your fucking uranium, fucking imperialists, fucking Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, fucking Elon fucking Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, fucking metaphor. Flag in my face. Time! 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 Tax rate. The great conservative movement, socioeconomists call it, from 1980 to 2021. The fiscal responsible GOP has had power basically for 41 years. Ask Joe. Say Joe. The debt goes from $368 billion to $30 trillion. Pay the dragons. Operation Foxconn News. How did they do it? One by Jetstream. Two by cable TV. Used to be against the law for foreigners to sit on board members of major media outlets. Look at the board directors. Dan Rather, the most important journalist of an entire generation. Time! 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 Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. Now they make our slave-made fucking goods. He said on CBS Nightly News, when it was news, that George W. Bush was a draft dodger. When George W. Bush was a draft dodger. So I said in front of the White House 8 years ago right now, did you ever think it'd be so hard in this country to tell the truth? To tell the truth is to go to prison. Julian Assange. Bradley Manning. Chelsea Manning. Aaron Swartz. Megan Rice. I am Michael Hastings. But now they've crossed the line. They come for the air that we breathe. They come for the water that we fucking drink. I led that fucking march that day. 7 million people worldwide. We marched the same march that the Trumpers marched. We marched from the White House to the Capitol. Our crowd was rowdy, radical, and big. Sister Susie, Auntie Jen, Martin Luther, don't let that motherfucker in. It was time for the 50th anniversary of the Dr. King. Started on the death of a white girl in Utah named Danielle Willard, blown away in the middle of the day for no reason, shot in the face. The no-knock warrant of Matthew Stewart right here in Ogden, Utah, in January of 2012. The Fukushima disaster, the death of Aaron Swartz on January 11th, 2013. Time! Time! Time. Time. I led that march. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Hey, hello, is this Tommy Two-Tone? Where are you at? I'm in the White House at the kitchen. I'm at the kitchen. Right now I'm having them brew me up a triple, quadruple fucking Big Mac super duper with a fucking big gulp. I thought you was coming with. Is this Tommy Two-Face, Two-Tone, Tuberville? When your football team, every player in the South on your team was white? You had one African American there? Wasn't that Bo Jackson? No, he never coached him. Say it ain't so, Bo. Say it ain't so, Jill. Is this Mike Metal Massacre fucking Lee? I just found out my dad was a downwinder. After you got caught by Kevin Blanch bringing the Italian waste and energy slump, he's a downwinder. Mike Lee doesn't care. His father died young of cancer. Kamala Harris's mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore, dies young of cancer. Beau Biden depleted uranium all over. Stage your troops at the fucking Polygon! Fucking war. Time! I get 134 views. We are family. Ken Burns, where are you on this? You said Zuckerberg should be locked up. What about Fukushima? The greatest criminal in human history, Barry Antoinette Obama. Make it so, Hoss Cartwright! Inside the Situation Room, they've been watching I don't like Star Wars. Queen. She's sick. You think she's evil? Wait till her son becomes in power. Oh. What happened to his wife? What? Diana. Little ditty by Jack and Diane. Two American kids growing up in the heartland. Got my hand. Time, that's inappropriate. Everything that was 80s. Freaking everything in the 70s. Everything in the 60s. Of course it's inappropriate. Because we were happy. We were free. Now, again, the debt from $368 billion to $30 billion. Say it ain't so, Joe. Mitt Romney, all of them are talking about their grandchildren. Well, why don't you sit and tell your grandchildren you're the one that ran us into this ditch? You don't want to vote for this bill, but you voted for all the other ones. How did we get here? I just told you how. Time. Any music or literature or you can't even read contemporary. Malcolm Gladwell was propped up by the tobacco industry. Malcolm Gladwell was a fraud. All the publishing houses were fraud. The academia PhDs have a publishing house. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going rogue. I'll put it online in the library. YouTube used to advertise as the great equalizer. The United States Supreme Court ruled that it's digital copyright. No, digital copyright mirrors literature copyright. So I understood. I know literature copyright. I was a BIS honor student, and I can write, taught by Fawn McKay Brody herself. Time. She died just days after JFK blown away, John Lennon blown away. What else do I have to say? I'm a butcher, what's a cake? I'm a baker, what's a fish? I'm a fisherman, what's a fainting goat? I'm a skier, what's a surfboard? I'm a surfboard, what's a fishing pole? Time! Up is down, black is white, wrong is right! Nuclear energy is green! Nuclear energy green! This pennant, oh, it's blue. I say it ain't so. This pennant, oh, it's blue. It's a football game. Time. Debt goes from $368 billion to $30 trillion. America looted. The tax rate on the imperialists, 1%, 1980, 96%. Time! Bechtel's baby. Iran-Contra on chemo. Freaking Arms for Guns all over freaking North. Brent Scowcroft, Ogden, Utah on Balco. 2000. Tax rate on the 1% billionaires. 1999. Nude descending down staircase. Dead purple fucking nude found in elevator. Fucking Any are you okay? Any are you okay? Any are you okay? You've been smacked by a smooth bunch of imperialist criminals. It's party like it's 1990. Tax rate on the billionaires, 38%. The tax rate, 2010, the teabagger Congress who comes in and takes control. Their last act in 2018 was to legally shoot sea lions for eating salmon. Look it up. Kevin Blanche reporting. John Hurley, head of the National Press Corps, comes to my speech. I'm full of cancer. I'm dying. With Goldie Hawn. That was a great speech, Kevin Blanche. Really great. Just remember one thing. My daddy told me growing up in Mississippi, you beware of men in white hoods with torches. Head of the National Press Corps for all those decades. The head of the United States Supreme Court. After all those years, let me tell you something. You beware of men in D.C. in black robes with gold trim. Time! 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 What's Fukushima? 1999, the tax rate on the bazillionaire, gazillionaire, imperialist was 38%. In 2000, teabagger fucking 10, it was 15%. Today, it's 3. So, kids, real simple. We go from a tax rate on billionaires in 41 years from 96% to 3. The debt goes from 368 billion to 30 trillion. The work week freaking doubles. Housing prices go up 15 times. Cars increase by 6,000%. Time now. How much is a gallon of gas? How much is a gallon? Here. Wink, wink. Lower them gas prices a little way the housing goes off the fucking hook. The biggest part of the CPI, PPI, fucking hyperinflation from hell. Reeling out of control fucking debt. Rigged elections. Bush did not win 2000. Jeb can fix it. Kathleen Harris on chemo. Time. Time. Kavanaugh, he loved his cow, he loved his plow. He cut his eye teeth on stealing the freaking election of 2000. I thought Trump was the anti-Bush. Why would he name the Bush attorney to the United States Supreme Court? Kavanaugh. He fucking loved his cow. He loved it. Why would everybody cover for him? I just told you why. The club, the Masonics, the fucking 3 branches of government. CIA, NSA, CFR, MI6, their owners. Running the world. Time. Don't drink the fucking water. Stay tuned.